All right, today I have a 2008 Ford Edge. Transmission is the 6F50N, and the complaint is check engine light on, scan the car, have a P0722 code for the output speed sensor. All right, now this is doable in the car without pulling the transmission out, even though it is internal. You pull the side cover off, you have to pull the solenoid body off, and you have to pull the valve body off. And then the speed sensor is located right behind the valve body, which I will show you. We're doing one in the middle, doing one now, so I'll show you the location of that. This is the old output speed sensor, and of course I got the new one. This is a Ford product, so I would only, there are ones on the aftermarket when I was looking on the computer, but these things aren't too bad. About $60 from Ford, and they're usually in stock. When I had called my local dealer right away, he says, yeah, we got a couple of them in stock. So fairly common problem, seen it a few times on Lincolns and Ford Edges, so we've done this a few times. So let me give you a close-up shot here of the valve body, because there's certain bolts, all the bolts on the solenoid body have to come off to be moved, and then there's bolts underneath that, but you have a few bolts on the valve body that don't have to come off because they're the bolts that hold the valve body together. So I just want to give you a shot of that, and of course when you're putting this back together, you got to make sure you get that manual valve hooked up. Alright, so this will just be a quick video. Let me get a little closer. I will show you the solenoid body and the valve body, and then we'll go into the car and I'll give you the location of the output speed sensor. Alright, so I will get a little closer. Alright, once again, here is the output speed sensor. Okay. Alright, on the solenoid body, you got to watch your bolt lengths. There's different bolt lengths on the solenoid body, so I pull them out one at a time and kind of line up of how they go in. Alright, so your input speed sensor gets plugged in here, your output speed sensor gets plugged in here, and your range switch gets plugged in here. And just watch how the wires are routed. Plugs into this side of the valve body, and it's probably going to come wrapped up, go into this holder, and then into the solenoid body. So just watch the routing of the wires. And also make sure the seal is good here, and that of course sticks through the pan right here where the wires get hooked. Alright, so very important just to watch your bolt lengths for the solenoid body. The valve body, the bolt lengths are all the same. Alright, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts that are going to stay in, so this valve body does not come apart. So if you take this one out, this plate will come off. But pretty much you'll know by the length of the bolt if it stays in or not, because these 5 are short and the other ones are long to go through the whole length of the valve body into the case. And again, they're all the same length. And this is the 6F50N. All right, and don't forget, going back up, make sure you hook your manual valve up. Alright, so I'm going to just get some light set up over there, and I'll set the sensor in place, and this way you can see the location of the output speed sensor. Alright, so just give me 1 second, let me get set up over there and I'll be right back.
Okay, so here is the output speed sensor location. It goes right into there. You tighten that bolt down, and then you route the wire around, plug it in to the solenoid body. And when you put that valve body back up, don't forget to hook the manual valve up to the linkage there. And there is the range switch. Here is the input speed sensor. And that input speed sensor is located right here. And you kind of got to fish that out of the case. And you know, if you want to do that in the car, that's doable because I've done it in the car before. All right, so I just want to give you a shot of that. 2008 Ford Edge 6F50N output speed sensor code, so that's all we're going to be doing. So I'm going to tighten that bolt, put the valve body back, put the solenoid body back, torque everything down, and they'll finish it up when they get in this morning. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we will see you next one.